Hey guys, so Earl here from Fanboy SEO, and ngayon magre-review tayo or gagawa ako ng review for Godzilla X Kong The New Empire, which is coming out today. And pag-usapan muna natin kung ano yung mga good parts, is it worth watching, ano ba yung mga magandang parts dito, ano yung mga medyo iffy na parts. The film is going to be directed by, or was directed by, Adam Wingard. Tapos it stars Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, Dan Stevens, and a whole lot more. So this is set like a few years after ng Godzilla versus Kong, probably in line with yung tawag dito, yung pagkaka-align ng ending ng movie ng Godzilla versus Kong. So it's a few years, and it comes back in some way, which I'll talk about later. So for starters, the film is definitely a good movie for me. It's a enjoyable film. Marami ako as a kaiju, as a monster fan, as a Godzilla fan. It checked all the boxes. Godzilla is there, yes, which I'll go to in a little bit detail later. Kong is there. There are new monsters, which is really a big appeal para sa mga kaiju fans all around the world, I guess, and mga movie buffs. There's a certain sense of appeal dito kasi this is para sa akin hindi siya yung movie na tipong team up, and it's still there yung formula ng film wherein the two leads clash tapos they team up. It's still there, pero it takes a backseat, kumbaga. Yung film is set like with around kay Kong, as he is like the leader. He's like the alpha, the apex predator sa Hollow Earth, as we saw do sa ending ng Godzilla versus Kong. Pero now there are a couple of things that are like pushed forward. For example, hinahanap ni Kong yung family, or he's looking for family. And surprisingly, and this is not a spoiler anymore, he does find family in that little mini Kong. I think his name is Sukong yata. Anyway, that's one. The other part about family is yung relationship, or it's like the examination and the exploration of the relationship between si Irene, which is played by Rebecca Hall, and si Gia, which is played by Kaylee Hotel. I'm sorry if I murder your name. Yan, si Gia. Si Gia was from the first move, from Godzilla versus Kong. She's teenager now. So medyo she finds, parang maganda yung pagkakagawa nila for me, na nagre-reflect yung what Kong feels with what Gia feels. Like she's in a new world. She feels like she doesn't belong, or she's looking for family, and it's the same thing 100 times magnified with Kong sa Hollow Earth, wherein he's this new guy. He did not grow up there, but he's transplanted there. Now he's looking for families, looking for companionship. Both of those two plots are expertly uh, fixed at the end of the movie, which is one thing that I liked. Godzilla here in the movie isn't really, parang he just takes the backseat. Hindi siya yung actual na parang big character. Alam mo yung feeling na yung ikaw yung star player pero binench ka ng ni coach, kasi alam mo yung binabangko ka kasi ikaw yung pinakamagaling, and kailangan reserved ka, full 100% ka by the time they need you. It's the same thing dito kay GXV, which I like, honestly. Hindi siya yung tipo kay Gareth Edwards Godzilla 2014 na tinago for the sake of building up on the human element. Dito talaga there's a specific reason, which I don't want to spoil, bakit nandun siya, or bakit ginagawa niya yung sitwasyon na yon. And surprisingly, I thought that kahit backseat siya, hindi ko ina-expect na they would be able to infuse some action sequences kay Godzilla, but they did. So very surprising, very fun, very amusing that they did that. And kudos to the to the production team, to the writing team for doing that. Uh, Scar King is also an interesting villain pero limited lang to some degree. Dahil wala silang speaking lines, it's more on actions. So parang you're gonna base the whole thing ng panonood sa yung evilness niya through the actions that he does. And he does a lot of awful stuff dun sa limited screen time niya. I can't spoil really what Shimo is here. But she is there, and she is a powerhouse. I like and I really love that Legendary is like giving us new monsters, new characters to enjoy. So yeah, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. I like the character designs for Shimo. I've seen a couple of other designs pero yung final product was really okay. Really surprisingly. Uh, the Godzilla in pink, I don't mind that. I don't know bakit marami nagagalit pero for me it's not an issue. There's a logical explanation why he looks like that now. So yeah, better keep your eyes on that. In terms of the fans, in terms of the cast, para fans, cast, uh, okay naman. Rebecca Hall as Irene is okay. Uh, Gia is okay. Dan Stevens was actually surprisingly fun. Kasi ano siya, he's more like this, di naman siya stoner. Pero parang stoner yung dating niya, wherein he's just chill, plays old school music, tapos very ano lang, very alam niya yung nangyayari and is very attuned. Medyo comedy lang yung dating. Brian Tyree Henry is also here. Henry ba o Hill? Anyway, yan, Bernie is back. He's reprising his role as Bernie. He's not hampered with talking to or dealing with Millie Bobby Brown's character because she's basically out of the picture now. They didn't even give an explanation. We don't need it. Uh, Good riddance. Thank you for the other movies. But for me, for from the last movie, medyo that was the crippling part. The whole element with Millie Bobby Brown. Pero now it's more Monarch. Speaking of, it's fun that Monarch is here. They're involved. Maganda yung ginawa nila wherein it feels like the Heisei era or the Showa era. I think it's the Heisei era ng Godzilla movies. If you've seen Godzilla Final War, you know that yung parang there's this certain element of mech mechs and machinery and cybernetics and robotics and future stuff. It's there, pero they don't want, or at least in GXV they don't overdo it. Parang sakto lang kasi the whole gauntlet ni King Kong was there, and it was fun. It was a fun aspect for the movie. Na parang when I was watching, sabi ko, parang ito yung mga Godzilla ng mga 90s versus King Ghidorah, versus Biolante. Pero the movie on top of my head talaga would have to be Final War kasi meron mga ships, di ba? When in GXP parang in GVK hindi masyado, pero with GXK it's very obvious na may elements na sila na hinihiram from that era of Godzilla movies, and I'm good. It's fun. Project Powerhouse is what they call the gauntlet. They don't have an actual name for the gauntlet, pero yeah, it was good. Speaking of the gauntlet, medyo plot armor yung gauntlet for me kasi there were some times na parang shouldn't it be broken? Parang 'di ba dapat sobrang lakas ng impact ng mga hits na inaano sa kanya, pero why is it still up? Hindi naman nabigyan ng sapat na explanation why, 'di ba? What else? There were a couple of fight scenes. The fight scenes were really awesome for me, man. Yung Godzilla, the final fight, both in Hollow Earth and on Earth itself, was fun. Sobrang naaliw ako dun sa mga ano nila, sa mga, especially if you watch it on IMAX. You gotta watch it on IMAX if you have the chance, bro. Super awesome. So wag lang kayo doon sa harap. You know the drill. Tapos what else? So the music's there. There's a surprise character. I don't want to spoil it. Not coming from me. If you go online, you'll probably find out who that character is. Pero yeah, yeah. Basically, enjoy siya. There were a couple of campy and silly moments. I forgive that. para sa akin it was okay. Wala namang masama doon sa ginawa nila. It didn't hamper, and hindi din siya yung tulad ng ibang past Monsterverse movies na mas marami yung elements ng mga tao. Here it's just right. They actually had more time to build up the relationship between Kong and Mini Kong. Uh, Again, establishing Godzilla's dominance in the on the surface world. Yun lang nakulangan ako when it came to the villain, to Scar King, kasi parang it was just like what, 10 15 minutes, 5 10 15 minutes. Yun lang yung binigay nilang amount of time for to develop the story, or make Scar King and Shimo a big threat. Overall, if I would be rating this, I'd give Godzilla X Kong the New Empire a score of 8 out of 10. So I also like to thank Warner Brothers and SM Cinemas for providing the passes. Also, nung screening, they gave out Beast Burger ba yun? Basta it was good. It was good. It was the umami burger, I think. Pero okay naman siya. So yun. So thank you for taking care of us, Warner. And GXK is showing today, which is March 30. It's a Black Saturday when I posted this. So it's out in theaters right now. Catch it on IMAX if you want to enjoy like the full experience. Sobrang ganda visuals, all with the punching and the kicking, the claws and all that. Super good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be doing a more spoiler heavy content about this in a couple of days. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.